let me tell you the tube creams, active tube creams I can recommend to anybody to use because they give a very good result. There's one of my auntie, we call her Big Mommy. She used tube cream even till now that I'm talking to you. If you see how spotless her skin looks, I'm going to tell you everything about adding tube creams in your lotion, and the best one that you will never have any problem with it, being it stretch marks, green vein, skin tags and all that. You can never have any problem with it. When we talk about whitening tubes, a lot of people come out with reasoning, you want to add tube creams in your lotion, tubes is not good in your lotion. Let me tell you, if you don't know how to use tube in your lotion, you always have problem with adding tube creams in your lotion. Yes, that is why I'm here to show you the best way to use your tube cream in your lotion and the result you're going to get from it, how to use it. If you've been adding tube creams in your lotion and you've not been doing the right thing, I am going to give you the right way of adding tube creams in your lotion. When we talk about adding tube creams, I mean those tubes that are effectively going to whiten up your skin, giving you a flawless result without blemishes, without any reaction. Now I'm going to also tell you how to use it in order for you not to have problem. Now these tubes are the tubes you can use directly on your skin, and they actually lighten the skin very, very well. Okay, and I know a lot of you are going to be like, tubes that contain clobetasol and steroid. Now clobetasol and steroid are treatment products, are lightening treatment ingredient that can help lighten your skin, help you treat your eczema, help you treat your ringworm and all that. But the problem you always keep having is you abusing your tube cream. When you abuse your tube cream, you're going to be abused by the same tube cream. In today's video, I'm going to give you a very good way of using your skin whitening tubes, and the best tube you are to use. It's not every tube you can just go into the market and you just buy, because a lot of these tubes will damage your skin. Now these are the tubes I have worked with, and I'm going to tell you that my big aunties have also, I said till today, there's one of my big auntie that is using tube. If you see her skin, she's adding tubes in that lotion. And then I'll be like, for about some couple of years you have been using tubes in your lotion and you never have any reaction. What's the secret? And there are some things she advised me to always do or to teach whenever someone is using tube cream in their lotion. And this type of person, I do not support using tubes in a lotion, because I know there are much serums that are stronger and effective in skin whitening, but there are some people that are adapted to using tubes in their lotion, and then they are even using it in the wrong way. Now I'm going to show you everything you need to know and the tubes you have to use, because a lot of you don't even know that you're not supposed to add gel in your cream. Tube gels are not to seriously damage the skin, so you don't even need tube gel in your lotion. If you're going in for tube, you just go in for tube cream, because whenever you use tubes, there are some tube cream you use that you will forever be grateful and you will never regret using it. And these are the tube creams I'm going to give you. Now if you're struggling with skin whitening, because these tube creams actually delivers the best result and a fast result, or you are this person that is going for an occasion and you are just finding it very difficult to lighten your skin, these are the tube creams you can add in your lotion. And then I'm going to tell you when and how you're going to use, because whenever you add tube cream in your lotion, you don't need to use the lotion in a long period of time. I'm going to tell you the exact time you have to use a lotion that contains tube cream and when to stop and when to continue again. Let's dive into the Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome into another interesting video. If you're new on my channel, you're welcome to this family of love and care. I really love you. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I am Joy and I joy my business in Port Harcourt. For my friends subscribers, thank you so much. For my viewers side, this channel I film about natural beauty tips, lifestyle vlog, product review and premixing. If it sounds like what you're interested in, please do subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. That's where you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Don't forget, we sell all skincare products and we ship to different countries. Distance is not a barrier. And then for my return subscribers, thank you so much. For my viewers, I love you. We also run errands for our subscribers. So if you are looking for who will run your errands in Nigeria, you're not in Nigeria and you want Nigeria made food, or you want raw food from Nigeria, just send us anything. We are ready to serve you better. Okay, and don't forget that we also have our training is on, so you can be part of our training, so we can add you to our list if you want to be part of our training in knowing what you use in your lotion, how to promise your lotion like a professional. The number you're seeing on the screen is the number you will call. Okay, now in today's video we are going to talk about skin whitening tubes. Now, what did I say? Skin whitening tubes. And then I'm going to list out the best skin whitening tubes you can add in your lotion and how to use it for you to have a very good result. And why you have not been having your desired result, you keep having green vein, stretch marks and skin tags from white patches from tubes, because you don't even know the right tubes for your skin. Now, I've seen a lot of people that sent me pictures and videos of different tubes they want to use in their lotion and just have that fast whitening result. No, yes, I know skin whitening tubes gives a very fast whitening result, a very fast result, but let me tell you, you cannot damage your skin in the name of adding tubes into your lotion. If you don't know the best tubes you will add in your lotion, today's video is for you. Now, tubes are not to add directly in a lotion. When you're adding tubes, especially the skin whitening tubes you are using in the name of whitening, you should not add them directly in your lotion. The second thing is, if you're looking for tubes to use in your lotion, avoid using gel tube, because they actually damage their skin. I know this comes in everybody's head. As soon as you hear skin whitening tubes, you are like, this thing, why are you talking about tubes? Clobetasol and steroid an ingredient that is being used to treat the skin. Now, if you're having eczema, dark spots, or what's it called, ringworm, no, clobetasol and steroid are those products that can help you clear your dark spots in a very fast and a short period of time. But a lot of you feel like whenever you hear about clobetasol and steroid, you feel like it is a skin damage product. Now, there are some situations you'll find yourself inside that dermatologists are going to recommend clobetasol or steroid for you to use. Now, some things, product that contain clobetasol or steroid should be used in a short period of time. Now, if you check in this tube, the cartons that comes with the tube, if you check inside, there's a particular papers that come with caution, direction, and how to use all this tube cream. Now, if you read any piece of paper that comes with this in the direction, yes, I'm going to just call them the direction. If you read the direction that comes with any of these tubes, you will not see when they say do not use it. They say you should use it in a short period of time, and if you have a dark spot, just use it on that part where you have your problem, and when that thing has been fade off or clear off, you should stop using it, stop usage. Now, this is how I have one of my auntie. I told you, this auntie of mine, we call her a big mommy. She has been using tubes from ages until now. If you see her, if you see this lady I'm talking to you about, you will just be like, oh my god, I regret not adding tubes in my lotion since. Now, there are tactics you use in using tubes in your lotion. It's not everything it's not every tubes you buy in the market. Another thing is, if you're using tubes in your lotion, you need to select or search for a good lotion that will correspond with the tubes. Do not add tubes in a moisturizing lotion. Whenever you add tubes in a moisturizing lotion, you're not treating yourself well. Now, look for a lightening lotion to use and then add your tubes. Now, whenever you are using tube, do not pour tube. Any form of tube that will whiten up your skin, any tube you're using in the name of skin whitening, do not always add them directly in your lotion. You pour your lotion in your palms and then add a little bit of the tube cream in your lotion, in your palms, and mix it in your palms and use it on your skin. Don't add it directly in your lotion. The second thing I want you to know is, you're going to now give yourself some breaks whenever you're using any lotion that contains any form of these tubes. I am going to be very transparent. I have been promising products for different people that I have never had any complaint of skin damage. Okay, now you will not add your tube directly in it, and then look for lotion that is not harsh. When I say harsh, I mean, do not look for a harsh lotion and then you know this lotion is harsh and you want to add another harsh thing inside. I don't know if you want to burn yourself. Now, another thing I want to tell you, I do not support any form of tube in your face cream. So after this video, I don't want to see comments like, can I add it in my face cream? I do not advise or encourage you adding tubes in your face cream. In your face cream, the facial skin is so sensitive and delicate. So whenever you want to add tube, make sure you don't add it in your face cream, only your body. And then if you want to add, just know that tubes gives a very fast result. You mustn't pack all the tubes in this life to pour in your lotion. There are some people that go as far as adding 3-4 types of different tubes in their lotion. If you're using fashion fair tube, let it be fashion fair tube. If you're using Nutrotune tube, let it be Nutrotune tube. If you're using any type of tube, let it be that type. Do not mix different tubes. because there are these people that mix different tubes do not even know where the problem they are facing is coming directly from, because they have already added like 7 different tubes in their lotion, and they ended up having problem and not able to detect out where the problem is coming from, and then you ended up saying tubes is not good on your skin. If you're using tube in your lotion, make sure you add only one type of tube. That will be very, very good for you. And don't forget, I said don't add tubes in your face cream. Now, these tubes I'm going to mention are the tubes that will help you clear your skin from dark spots and even knuckles. Don't even worry, because none of these tubes will give you any knuckles. None of these tubes will give you any knuckles or grain vein. Now, if you pour your tube directly in your lotion, you have there's every possibility for you to have what's it called, grain vein. But if you mix it in your palms, you'll not have any problem. That is, just get that at the back of your mind. Now, the first tube I'm going to talk to you about is the Nano White Extra Whitening Tube. The Nano Extra Whitening Tube. This tube comes in the way you're seeing on the screen, and it actually contains vitamin C, vitamin A, papaya, and carrot. Now, this particular tube is a very mild tube that is extremely effective in skin whitening. So if you are going in for this tube, please make sure if you're using it, just add it in your palms. When you've already add your lotion in your palms, just add a little bit of your tubes in your palms and then mix it and rub it. Don't also forget that the lotion you're going to use is going to be lotion that will not dry up your skin, that will never dry up your skin. Make sure you add oils in your lotion, so it will also moisturize your skin and make you look very much moisturized. Take excess water whenever you're adding tubes in your lotion. Make sure you take excess water, be drinking water, and have a very good diet. Okay, now the second tube I'm going to talk about is the Fair and White So White tube. This Fair and White So White tube is one of the best tube I can recommend to anyone that want to have a flawless result. Okay, now whenever you're using this Fair and White So White tube, just add it in your palms. When you have already added your lotion on your palms, mix it there and use it. These are the best tube I have for you. The next tube I have for you guys is the White Express tube. The White Express tube. Just know that I have seen people that have been using this tube. I have actually worked with some of these tubes and they never have any problem. So any tube you see me listed on the list here, just know these are the tubes I know much about. And don't even come to tell me what about this one, because the ones I know about are the ones I am talking about. Okay, so don't even try to ask me what about this tube. If you have used it, you can even stick to it. Okay, now the White Express tube is another beautiful tube that gives a very good result that you will love. Okay, now the next one is the Nature's Secret Argan Oil tube. Nature's Secret Argan Oil tube. Now, this particular Nature's Secret is another mild and beautiful tubes. Some people even use some of these tubes directly on their skin. I do not encourage or advise you to use tubes directly on your skin. I do not encourage you to do that. The next one I have on this list is the Labigenized tube, which is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite. I love all these tubes I'm going to tell you I'm talking about here. Now, the Nature's Secret Argan Oil tube is another best one, and then Labigenized tube is another one. I love it. I'm not going to lie for you. And then the next one I have on my list here is the Fashion Fair tube. Fashion Fair tube. Now, Fashion Fair tube is another best tube that I've listed. I have them on my list. I love every bit of this tube. They deliver the best result. They glow the skin, they whiten the skin, they give a flawless skin whitening result. The next one I have on my list is the Neutrotone. I don't know if I've mentioned Neutrotone, but I can't even do without mentioning Neutrotone. Neutrotone is a very, they just brought back their light. Now, Neutrotone is another best one I so much love. These are the best tube. The last one I have on my list is the Miracle Derm tube. Miracle Derm tube is another one you can actually try. They are very good. The next one is the Haloderm tube. Haloderm tube, this tube serves as anti-reaction tubes, and they also help in clearing your skin and help you get rid of your dark spots and all that. They also help you clear your dark spots, and then they also help you remove any form of skin problem from you. Okay, and these are the best tube I have actually worked with, and these are the tube my aunties have actually tried, and then I listed all of these tube down for you to see. Now, this is the conclusion of this video. Please, if you're using tube in your cream, you use it for 2 weeks, or you give your break for 2 weeks. Use it like 2 weeks and give it a break. Okay, by 2 weeks, any of these tube, if you add tubes gives a very fast the fastest result so far. Make sure any of these tips, if you're trying any of these tips, make sure you add it, you give yourself some break while using it. You get yourself a good lightening lotion, okay? Or you can just use that your lotion without adding tubes in it. I don't know if you're getting me. While using this tube, after like 2 weeks, you might have achieved your desired result, no matter how strong your skin looks, okay? Now after 2 weeks, you just give yourself some break and then use that lotion alone without adding any form of tube or adding any tubes in your palms, okay? And then after 2 weeks, you will continue again. That way you're not going to bring, your skin tone will not come down, and then you will not have any problem with it. Don't forget that I asked you to drink excess water whenever you're using tube on your skin. I love you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my new YouTube channel. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.